If you watched my last video, you might think I'm just a hater, but no, there's actually something on the Quest 3 that made me giggle as soon as I found it. And it's not something that I would have thought I would be using, but wow, once I figured it out, come check this out. So I want to thank you all for all the comments that you threw in as I put in my first Quest video last week, and it was just awesome getting to read a lot of the positives, a lot of the negatives. Some people really did not appreciate me speaking negatively on the Quest 3, but I just want to remind you that if somebody comes up with a catchy title and then talks about something that you don't like, that's not clickbait. Just throwing that out there. But hey man, I said my 3 biggest problems with the Quest 3 and then went and gave them to you. But then some extra stuff, and today I got some extra stuff for you too. And what that is a hidden gem that made me giggle when I found it. Look, the Quest 3 has some great stuff on it, and I'll just get right to it because your time's valuable. It's big screen. It's big screen. With the Quest 3, big screen allows you to have whatever cinema you want, whatever viewing experience you want, just like sitting on your couch. So let me back this up. Big screen, if you don't know what it is, man, this app is insane. It's basically a virtual movie theater where you can go, and if you want a social experience, that's there, where it's just like, you know, a metaverse movie theater where you go in the lobby and you can kind of look around, see what movies are playing, talk to some people. You too, if you want to talk to each other and then pick a movie to watch together, you can go host a room and watch YouTube videos together. You can have meetings in there. I mean, it's crazy. You can create your own avatar and then your own home, and that's what I like to do. I mean, it's great. I remember back on my Quest 2 an experience of being in a movie theater in big screen, and you know, there's people that you can move seats and wherever you can sit wherever you want, and there was a person sitting next to me, and I remember during a part of what we were watching, I forget what we were watching, but for whatever reason, I turned to the person and we actually high-fived, and it does something in the game when you high-five it. Like you feel it in the controller, the haptic vibrations go off, and then there's like this like ding, like that happens. And it freaked me out a little bit because it made me feel like I was actually with someone. And that was the first time I ever experienced that. So like, I'm not a big VR chat person. That was big for me, and that was like a year or 2 ago. And this app has just come so far since then, and not only that, but now with the Quest 3 and the pancake lenses, like it's actually usable. With the Quest 2, I was like, oh wow, this is a really cool social experience, but I would never actually sit in my house with a headset on to watch like a fairly grainy version. Like, you know, the Quest 2 is great in this little perfect sweet spot, but like you can't really look around at all, otherwise it gets a little bit blurry, and I would never want to watch something when I have a perfect 75-inch screen TV, HD, 4K, you know, sitting in front of me. So like, it's gonna take a big jump up for me to want to put a headset on to just chill in my own house and just watch TV. We're there. It made me giggle. As soon as I was like, oh, wait a minute. These pancake lenses are really clear now, like everywhere. So like, I should check out some like viewing experiences. Netflix, not so great. I mean, it's cool. It's one room. You're basically in like a little ski lodge and you're watching Netflix. I don't even have Netflix at this point. What do they even have on there? I mean, what's the point? Sidebar. So yeah, I was like, all right, well, with big screen, I wonder what they have to offer. And I actually have a problem that they've fixed for me too, which is, not only can you just go in there and just chill and watch YouTube, and you know, it connects to the cloud. So like, you just sign into your YouTube account and bam, all your history of the videos you watched, your algorithm, everything's right there. You can watch Prime Video through it. There's some other stuff as well, but you can do it clearly, and they have like 20 different settings for your home room, like where you're just there privately. And I mean, you could be out in the woods, you can be in like a home theater, you can be in like a futuristic theater, you can be at a drive-through, and there's little ambiance happening where you can hear the crickets in the background. Like, you can be on a balcony in a city watching YouTube on a huge, massive screen that's floating over the city. And the reason that this made me giggle is because like, it made me realize like, we are very, very close. We're not there yet, but we are very, very close to it not really mattering what kind of an apartment you live in anymore. Think about it. Your home could be like a studio apartment that looks like crap, but just has the basics and you can afford it. And then anytime you want to actually like just chill, like you're only in your home when you're not on the headset. That's where we're going to be, because I'm telling you, It's so close to being like HD now. Like now it's like with the Quest 3, now it's like being able to jump in to a really clear home environment where I might be just sitting on my couch in my crappy apartment, but no, I'm actually in my baller $1 million mansion watching the screen over the city. You know, when you're in VR and it's clear and immersive, it doesn't matter where you actually are in real life. It's kind of like the Ready Player One thing. So like I was like, oh my God, like we are getting really close. Right now, where we are with the Quest 3, it's like having really good graphics of the room around you, and the screen, the bigger it gets, the worse the quality it gets. If it's a smaller screen, like you're just watching in your little home theater, it's pretty close. Like it's better than standard definition. It's like in between standard definition and HD TV. It's like in between that. If you go to like the big one where you're out on the balcony and you're watching this massive screen over the city in that room, if you're watching a YouTube video, like it's a little bit more grainy and it's more like watching standard def on your TV. That's like the quality. So think about the next headset that comes out with this. That's where I'm at. Like right now, sure, it's usable. And we just went from like, oh, it's a cool gimmick. I probably wouldn't use this on a Quest 2. We're pretty close to this being usable. With the Quest 3, it's like, wow, this is usable. This is totally usable. If I was on a plane and I have like 2 hours, I want to watch a movie, I would absolutely throw this on. 100%, 1,000%. I would throw this on. I am no longer in a plane, man. I'm in the back of my, I'm in the woods camping with my friends watching TV in the stars. Like you could do whatever you want. That's amazing. I just went on like a little mini tour doing weddings. I'm a wedding DJ for the most part. I do events and like big, like higher end weddings and higher end events and that kind of thing. And that's my job. So I was out in 3 different weddings this weekend in 3 different cities. So I had to be in 2 different hotels. And yeah, like when I'm in a hotel, I don't ever even turn the TV on, ever. I haven't turned a hotel TV on in probably 5 years. Because everything's on the cloud now. I mean, literally, you just hook it in the Wi-Fi, you put on your iPad, and you're just watching all your stuff. Why would I want to hunt for channels on a hotel TV when I can just have my stuff right here? Well, now instead of that being on my phone or my iPad, it's in my movie theater. This is a portable movie theater now. And it's watchable, man. It's watchable. It's not even like standard def. If you like go to like the home, like I said, the home theater setting where the screen isn't huge, but it's like a home theater screen instead of like this massive, football field screen. Yeah, that one's stretched out and it's gonna be a little grainy. But the littler ones, I would 100% use this in a hotel. And then I wouldn't feel like I'm in a hotel anymore. I'd feel like I'm kind of at home. I would have that feeling of familiarity, right? I would just feel like it's just any other day. And yeah, I'm at a hotel, but I'm actually in my home in my headset. Does that make sense? It made me giggle. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Oh my God, I was like, wow, the next headset we're in, it's gonna be like HD. Like watching HD, and you're not even gonna really feel it on your face. We're close. The big screen, it makes me want that so bad. The new goggles that they came out with, it makes me want that so bad. But if you can't afford that, because they're like I think it's about $1,000. That's a pretty good option. This is a pretty good option. You can watch with your friends, by the way. If your friend lives in, North Carolina and you live Virginia, like me, my best friends live in North Carolina. We can hop in a movie theater and host a room and watch YouTube clips together. We can watch the football game together. You know what I mean? Like we're here. I'm so excited, can you tell? So I hope you don't think that I'm just a hater on the Quest 3 because the first video I put out was like, don't buy one. I said don't buy one yet, but if you're looking for one and a reason to do so, that would be it for me. I still maintain the fact that it's got about a few months before the attachments start coming out and the new games coming out where I really think it would be worth your while to get one. Right now, you're not missing a lot, but that would be a reason. If you just want to try that alone, man. The only reason I say you might want to wait other than that is because the truth is, now this is me subjectively saying, this is my personal review of this thing. I don't know if it's just my head or what, but I get uncomfortable after about 25 minutes in this stock head strap. And it was the same exact feeling that I had in the Quest 2. I talked about this previously, but it made me realize after so many comments in the video I just did that were like, dude, how can you say that it's unplayable? That's such BS. It's totally comfortable. It's totally fine. Look, that's cool, but I have a feeling that a lot of you out there have never experienced what it's like to have a VR headset with like something like this. Now I know, who makes this? I don't even remember. This was like a third party, but I know Bobo VR is like the big one that everybody's kind of waiting for that makes something like this. Look, this allows me to play my Quest. I golf a lot, I told you that. I play until the battery runs out. I never think to myself one thought of discomfort. Not once. No nausea, no like pulling on my face. It just gets, my head starts to get sore. Just the way that the weight is distributed with this strap. Not with this. So what I can't wait for is for some sort of third-party option that's about to come out for the Quest 3. And once I get that, it's over. Game over. I'll be walking around with this thing, going down to the lobby, talking to people and pass through. It's that good. I don't care if I look like a bug. Like, I really don't care. But what I do want is to be able to have, the best thing about this, the problem that it solved. I can't wait, okay. I have one TV set up over there and it's on the wall and it's a 75-inch and it's too big for me to pick up by myself. So long story short, it's really hard for me to get an HDMI in the back of that now that it's on my wall, and I forgot to put the Xbox HDMI into that TV. So I don't have an Xbox set up right now. And I've been really dying to play like Halo, and I miss Call of Duty and stuff. And I was like, man, I don't have a lot of room in this apartment. Like, where am I going to set up another TV? Because I have like a couple like 50-inch TVs just from DJing, like, but I don't have any room for it in a one-bedroom apartment. Well, guess what? They just solved this for me because, you know, now that Xbox is coming to the Quest 3, I think at the end of the month, very, very soon, where you can play your Xbox games in 3D. I mean, they're 2D games, but you can play them like in your home theaters. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy. This just solved everything. I would be playing my games like in those theaters. Oh, God, yes, absolutely. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about this side of what the Quest 3 does for me. And while the games aren't there yet, wow. The ability to have my own home theater and to want to sit in it and watch it wherever I am, to be able to use it wherever I am, a portable home theater, this is awesome. It's awesome. And until you try it, I really don't think you'll understand how really how much of a game changer this is. So it made me giggle. I hope it makes you giggle. I hope you have something in your day that makes you giggle. Why not? This channel is all about the fun side of life, exploring adventures, and anything that brings out the inner child. So if you like that stuff, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, friends.